Hi, this is TCMUK 3D. This is our V6 extruder hot end full kit here. Number of tools with me: knife, snips, spanners and etc. I need. I've got some 1.75 material here as well, extruder motor, drive for the extruder motor and a Prusa mount. So opening up the box, we have our white wires for the ceramic heater element for the fan and thermistor. We have the sock, the fan itself, the fan mount, our ceramic heater element thermistor, PTFE tube, our heat sink, and we have our block, throat, nozzle and the 2 screws for the mount. Let me pack that away. Let's take our block, nozzle and throat aside the fan screws. So start off, 2 Allen keys, they will face down on the extruder. Screw the nozzle in all the way and then come back half a turn, thereabouts. Let's do that again, half a turn. Take the throat and the small threaded end, thread that in, finger tight. Okay, we've got a 17mm spanner. I hold the block in that side, adjustable, and just nip that up. So that's that assembly done. Take our heatsink, screw our heatsink down and just nip it, not too much because we don't want to break the throat. Okay, so that's that assembly. Our ceramic heater element, depending on the model of Prusa mount you're using. On the original Prusa, the wires have a groove that you can take in as it passes through, sort of like a guide. At that point I use and position the ceramic as an over and under, so it's actually like that. So let's nip that up. That's nice and tight. Our thermistor the same way, get it around the wrong way, same way, place that in, Allen key, and this one, as you feel it, just tension up, just tweak it a little bit, 1/8 of a turn. That's that, so we can see they're in. So there's our assembly. As aside that, PTFE tube, what I do with this is square the end off. Sometimes I can use a M6 nut, light flat, push it through, use the side as a guide and just slice through, and you'll get a little bit of a burr. Just slice that off, but it's square, and that's what we want, because that one we want square in the throat so we get no leakage. Thread that through, make sure it bottoms down, and that's it, it's bottomed out. Okay, so we've got our assembly and our PTFE tube. At this point, depending on how you're mounting it, you can mount the fan, so clip that in. We want label side in for the fan, and take the 2 screws and mount them diagonally. Doesn't matter which way, but do mount them diagonally to keep the even across the face as best you can. Aside that, so take our Prusa mount. That's just, we've got way too much PTFE there, as you can see, so I'm just going to eyeball that up, take our snips and just snip that off. That goes flying off, and then I'm going to thread. Let's just make sure that is square. Push it in there a bit and thread that through. So as we can see, that's now clipped in, and as you can see, we've got too much PTFE. So what I'm going to do, just rest that on there, use again the assembly as a guide, and just slide. Take that burr off, that should be it from that side. What I do then is take an Allen key, because I know that Allen key will go through. Just push that through and then push that into the PTFE just to open the hole out to make sure it's not deformed in any way. So that's that done. Take our extruder motor, screw our extruder motor on, like so. Flat end facing us. Take our drive. What I do, slide the drive through. 1.75mm material. Push that through the hole and into the PTFE, and you can see that the guide is actually moving into its location. Take our Allen key and nip it up. Just guide that centrally a bit, and that's that, so we can see it's actually nicely aligned. Okay, I'm not going to assemble the pinder. I think everybody else knows that from that point of view. Just when you heat it up for the first time, just check the nozzle and nip it back up, and that's it for our V6 hot end. Thank you very much.